girls. Okay.
I'm Avery. I lead A3 girls at the 9 o'clock service. Woo!
Yeah! So,
You guys want to play a game? Yeah? Okay, can you all find a partner? We're gonna
we
play
played this a couple weeks ago.
head, shoulders, knees, toes, cup. So I'll find a partner and then come up here and get a cup. Yeah. The winner gets a donut for free.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Anyone else need a cup?
Cups are being passed around.
One per partnership.
Cups. Just pass.
One per partnership.
Each group gets one cup.
If you have extras, we'll take them. Thank you. Everyone find a partner. You can be partners with the leader. Stand up. Stand up and next to your partner,
stand up and
everyone.
spread out everywhere with your partners.
It's really intense, so get your game hats on.
You guys are gonna need a lot of room, so
Are
spread
you
out
ready?
all over the room.
This get. Oh yeah.
Okay, so the way this game goes is Maddie
Listen to the
and I
directions.
will call out head, shoulders, knees, toes, head, knees, whatever. And then
In
when we
any
say-
order.
In any order, and we say cup, you have to grab the cup. Whoever grabs it wins. If you don't win, you have
And
to go
then
sit down.
If you grab the cup, you have to find another person who won, and then you just keep going until you have one winner.
Yeah, it's elimination.
Kind of intense.
Are you guys ready? Does everyone understand?
Everyone have if you don't have a partner, raise your hand.
Everyone?
Okay, awesome.
You guys need partners?
Oh.
Okay, you two go together.
You guys can be partners.
You two
Be
can go
partners. Meet some new friends.
together. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Put the cup in between you and your partner and stand up when you
Put
play.
it on the ground in between you. Okay, are we all ready?
Should we do
All right, we're gonna do a practice round. Ready?
practice?
Head, shoulders, knees, toes, knees, head, knees, toes, head, shoulders, toes, knees, cup.
It's okay. That was practice. For all you people who did not win, you get another try. Hopefully you know how it goes and you can learn from your mistakes because I'm pretty legend at this, so. All right.
You guys ready?
I'll do it. All right, ready? Head, shoulders, knees, shoulders, head, shoulders, head, shoulders, head, shoulders, head, knees, head, cup.
Okay, if
All
you
right.
didn't win, go sit down and then find a new partner.
Find a new partner. You only need one cup, so I'll just take it.
Find new partners. If you have an extra cup, bring it up.
Sorry. Find a new
You guys
partner.
have an extra cup. You guys partners? Taylor, did you lose?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, find your new partner.
Find a new partner. I'll take extra cups. You only need one cup per.
Does anyone not have a partner?
Find a partner. Find a partner.
All right, are you guys ready? All right, head, toes, knees, head, shoulders, toes, knees, shoulders, head, shoulders, knees, toes, shoulders, head, toes, cup.
That was intense.
All right.
Next round, find a new partner. Give me the extra cup. If you are still in, come up on stage and we'll introduce you. Okay, just kidding. Come on stage if you're still in. This is a lot of people.
All
Find
right.
a partner
Spread
and
out.
partner up.
You guys can come
Right
up
side?
here or
Awesome.
go on the floor
You
around.
guys want to be partners? You guys can be partners. You guys can be partners.
All right, are you
need
guys
a
all
partner?
ready?
Juan's brother, do you need a partner? I got. Come.
You guys all have partners?
You can have a.
You can do
pass.
it. You can do it three-way.
Oh, do a three-way, but not with these guys. Do it with these guys.
All right.
Can you guys scooch over? Can you guys do a three-way? I'll take your cup. Thank you.
Okay, ready?
I'll do it. Are you ready? Head, knees, head, knees, head, shoulders, head, knees, shoulders, head, toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Knees and toes. Head, knees, cup. Get off the
if you
stage
lost,
you
go
did
sit
not
back
win.
down and find a new partner.
Kind of a trickster. Find a new partner. Do you need a partner? There you go. I'll take your extra cups. Do you need
All
a
right,
partner?
is there not an even
Do a
number?
three-way with those guys.
All right.
What a good leader.
Okay.
Dun,
Head.
dun, dun.
Shoulders, knees, head, toes, knees, toes, knees, shoulders, head, toes, knees, head, shoulders, toes, shoulders, toes, shoulders, head, toes, knees, shoulders, head, toes, knees, shoulders, head, toes, cup. All right, find a new partner.
How many do we have left? Who has the cup? Good job. Come in the middle.
Right.
Be partners.
You guys partners, you guys partners.
I'll take your cup. I'll take it. Oh, am I doing this one? Head, knees, head, knees, toes, knees, head, knees, toes, knees, shoulders, head, shoulders, knees, toes, shoulders, head, shoulders, 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 knees, head, toes, shoulders, cup.
All right.
You guys said feet?
Okay.
Oh.
Can you tell me your name and your grade?
Kaylin, 7th grade.
Joshua in 8th grade.
All right. You guys have a cup? Pick it.
Last
You got a
round.
cup? All right.
Switch off. You can do it.
All right. Head, shoulders, knees, toes, eyes, ears, mouth, nose, shoulders, toes, knees, shoulders, head, toes, shoulders, toes, knees, head, toes, cup.
Good effort.
All right, we have a winner.
Go get your free donut.
Woo!
Yay!
All right, go back to your seats, everyone.
Sit down, take a seat, pop a squat.
Okay, can you guys raise your hand if you're going to Collide? There should be more of you raising your hands. Why
Raise
aren't
your
y'all
hand.
raising your hands? Okay, can you guys all take out your phones? All right, if you have a phone, take out your phone.
Or just ingrain it in your memory.
Text your dad Happy Father's Day if you forgot. And then send your parents a picture of this up here or the link where you guys can register because it closes tonight.
NorthShoreStudents.org/elevate.
You guys got to sign up for Collide.
Sign
It's
up.
so
it's fun. It's wild.
Maddie, what's
it's
your favorite
crazy.
part?
My favorite part is small group.
My favorite
Yay.
part is staying up all night. I don't sleep ever.
Yeah.
Sleep is for the week at Collide. And this year we have our new,
You can text your mom.
all right. Do you guys know what color we are?
Orange.
Do you know what our team name is? Do you?
No one does.
All right. Any guesses?
Let's have a little drum roll.
Can we have a drum roll for our name? Drum roll. All right, we're the Orange Crush.
Yeah, because we crushed the competition.
So go to Party City or Michael's or whatever and wear as much orange as you can, okay? Promise?
If you don't wear orange, it's kind of disappointing.
It's kind of weird if you
and
don't wear orange.
You have to wear orange. But don't worry, your friends can share with you if you don't have any.
All right, sign up. It
Sign up
ends
for
tonight.
Clyde.
You're gonna be
What do you
really
have to do when you go home?
When your mom or
Sign
dad
up
picks
for
you up, when they pick you
Collide.
up and you say, "What did you learn at church today?" You say, "I need to sign up for Collide right now."
So sign up for Collide.
Yeah.
And
Right.
another announcement we have is band and tech volunteers. So if you guys know how to play an instrument, raise your hand if you know how to play an instrument. Yeah, we got some musicians
Yeah.
in the
Or
room.
you like to sing.
If you know how to play an instrument already, if you like to sing, if you want to
Photography.
help out with the slides, just contact.
Can you all say hi to
Michelle or
Nathaniel back there?
Nathaniel.
Say hi.
Give him a little wave.
He does all the production
Just
for us, so you can
Type
email
up an
him.
email. If you don't have an email, you can send them
From your
ask
parents'
your parents
email.
to send them an email, and we'll get you set up.
Yep. Good? You all are going to sign up for Collide? Yeah?
Yeah. All right, guys. Now we have a message. If you guys didn't know,
From the
and
one and only
Sam.
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 Let's give him a round of applause.
Can we give it up for Sam? Stand up. Give it a round of applause for Sam.
What's up, Elevate? What's going on, Elevate? How you guys all doing? Can someone take... You're supposed to get a donut. Whoever the winner was, you guys can go get a donut, right? But if you guys are new here, my name is Sam. I'm a small group leader for 7th grade boys. Can I get the 7th grade boys here? There we go. And I am excited to be here with you guys today and share the teaching. So we're in our second week of a brand new series that we kicked off on goals. And you guys shared last week on different goals that you guys might have. Maybe it's to learn a musical instrument. Maybe it's to, do better at baseball. Whatever it is, these goals have impact to our lives. And we want to see goals in the context of our faith. But before we dive in, I want to tell you guys a quick story. So when I was your guys' age, I really wanted to fit in at school. So I had this one singular goal, and it was to not have to wear eyeglasses. I don't know about you guys, but back at my school, those people who wore glasses, it might be trendy now, but back then, it was like a curse. I mean, they were made fun of, they were ridiculed, and I didn't want to be that kid. But the thing is, guys, I needed the glasses. I couldn't see the board. And I read way too many books at night. When my parents thought I was going to sleep, I was actually up reading books in a flashlight. So if you guys are doing that, stop doing that. So the year kicked off, and what I did was I would jet over into our class and make sure I grabbed the desk that was closest to the blackboard. Why? Because I needed to see what the teacher was writing. But two different episodes happened. The first episode was there was an annual eye exam. The eye doctor came, and all the students had to get tested. And I knew if I failed that exam, my parents would force me to get glasses. And again, I mean, these are the glasses that are just like big and chunky. They're really dorky. And so all the students are queued up, and one by one you go into a classroom. And in that classroom, you sit down and you put your face into this machine. And on that, in that machine on the screen, you see the letter E, right? How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? The E, right? And what you do is you tell them what direction that E is facing. So it's like to the left E, the right E, upward E, or downward E, right? And what I did was, as other people went ahead, I would stay by the door, I would peek in and memorize the hand signals. Just like baseball, but a lot easier, right? I would just memorize the hand signals. And I guess they weren't clever, but they just kept the same sequence for every student. So when it was my turn, I sat down confidently and gave them all the signals. And just to make sure that I didn't get caught and it didn't look suspicious, I'll purposely, make a mistake on one or two of them, right? And then the second episode is we had choir class, right? Music class. And the teacher wanted us to learn a new song. So she put us in a choir formation in the back, and she's calling different people to read the verses of the song, right? One by one, they're getting called on, they're saying the verse. And then the kid before me, before he goes, he tells the teacher, I can't see the board. So the teacher says, hey, come sit up front, right next to me so you can see the board. And all my friends, I just hear in the back of my mind, right? They're just like snickering. They're like, ha, 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 right? And then I'm like, I'm not going to be that kid. So then Of course, she calls on me. Sam, can you read the next verse of the song? Now, obviously, I couldn't see the board, so what did I do? I made it up. I made up my own verses, and the whole class is just cracking up laughing. When I look back, I took such extreme lengths to fit in, right? And I don't know if you guys, might relate, but you guys probably have some goals that are similar, right? We all want to gain approval of others, especially in school and with our friends. So I'm curious. I know there's a lot of different schools represented here, but if I were to go to your school, what qualities would I need to fit in? I'll give you guys some topics, and you guys can raise your hand. How about music? What music do I need to listen to, know the songs of? Anyone? Say what? Pop music. So I have to know pop music. How about video games? What video games do I have to know or play really well at? Fortnite? Fortnite? How about, do I have to know the Fortnite dance too? Yeah. Can somebody show me, how do you do that dance? Who can do the dance? Come on up here, show me the dance, come on. On cue, yeah. There we go. Nice job. Thanks, buddy. So you gotta do that dance, right? How about sports? What sports do you have to play? Baseball? Football? So you have to do all of those sports to be really cool. So you guys are telling me all of those things I have to do to fit in. Bad news is, I can't. Half of those things I can't do. Say what? Maybe we'll add in Minecraft too, right? But my point is this, guys. All of us are seeking the acceptance of others. In some way or another, approval matters to all of us. Maybe for you guys, it's your friends or kids at school. You get caught up wanting the kids around you to like you, so what do? You change the way that you act, the way you dress, the way that you talk, just so that you fit in. You care about what they think of you, and you want their acceptance. Or maybe for some of you guys, it's your parents. Right? You guys try really hard to be on your best behavior. You try to get the straight A's. At home, you help out with doing all the chores, all because you know it's important to them and you want their approval. Maybe it's your coaches and teachers. You guys work hard at practice, putting double practice in a day. You go to the classroom early because you want the people in charge to not only see how hard you're working, but to also praise the work that you're doing. Or maybe for some of you guys, it's God. You really want God to approve of the way that you're living your life. So what do? You make sure that you come to Sundays, every day to church. You're at Elevate. You memorize the Bible. You're the first to share in small group, right? And you do that, why? Because you think that by doing those things, you'll earn God's approval. The list can go on and on. In one way or another, we're all working toward the approval of someone in our lives. Even without realizing it, we made their approval, praise, and support our own goal. But the problem is that seeking that approval from so many different places is really, really exhausting. It's kind of like the list of things that you guys told me a few minutes ago. If I try to be every single one of them, play 3 sports at the same time, learn that Fortnite dance, play Minecraft, I would be exhausted. Honestly, it's just impossible. And in my experience, at the end of the day, you just feel frustrated. And why is that? Why is it exhausting and tiring? It's several reasons. First, it never works. There are just some people in your life who will never make you feel like you're enough. You'll never be able to do enough, say enough, or be enough of what they want you to be. No matter how hard you work to gain their approval, they just won't give it to you. Second, it's easy to lose. Approval is funny that way. In the middle school hierarchy, you could be at the top of the totem pole where you are the coolest kid. Everybody knows you, you're the most popular kid. But some rumor or gossip goes around, and the next day, you're off that list. They kick you out. There's no rhyme or reason for that. And when that praise and affirmation is suddenly gone, you're back to square one and starting all over again to try and get it back. Third, it feels like pressure. There are just some people in your life who are really, really needy. How many of you guys know people like that? Just really needy people, right? All they want you to do is work for their approval. So they put pressure on you, undue pressure for you to try and earn it. And last, it's hard to know when we have it. Think about it, guys. How do you know that you have somebody's approval 100%? That this person that you look up towards, right? It could be your parent, your teacher, or God, that they 100% give you their approval. You can't. We just keep working and working toward it until we're worn out and exhausted. And when you look at it this way, this search for praise and acceptance feels like a never-ending cycle. It's almost like a hamster on a hamster wheel. You just keep on running and running, but you end up nowhere, right? So how do we break it, guys? The question is, how do we stop making the approval of others our goal? In this series, we're looking at a particular book in the Bible called Galatians. And what's cool about Galatians is it's actually a letter written by a person named Paul. And he wrote this letter to new believers in a place called Galatia. Paul actually started this church in Galatia, and shortly after he left the Galatians, he went off to a new place. And while he's gone, these false teachers show up. And what these guys started doing was they told the new Christians in Galatia that in order to be a Christian, they had to do a whole list of rules and laws. They had to follow these Jewish laws. But the reality was, that wasn't true. The new believers needed a reminder that having faith in Jesus and Christianity was all that was required of them. Their faith in Jesus made them right before God. They didn't have to earn God's approval by following all the rules that these people were telling them to do. Because of Jesus, they already had it. And so Paul wrote this letter to remind them of that. Obviously, these false teachers weren't a big fan of Paul. So what did they do? They went off and told these Christians lies. They pretty much said things like, Paul, the only reason why he's telling you those things is he's just trying to please you guys. He's just trying to suck up to you guys. He's just trying to make it easier for you guys. And Paul responded to the exact things that these false teachers were saying in his letter. And what he said can actually help us in our own struggle with approval. And here's what Paul wrote in Galatians 1:10. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Basically, what Paul is saying is that there are two options when it comes to approval: other people or God. We can either spend our time people-pleasing and trying to earn other people's acceptance and praise, or we can choose God. But Paul didn't stop there. He actually went further and followed up that statement by saying that when we choose to please others, right, when we choose to make the approval of others our goal, we aren't living the way that God calls us to. Paul himself was a great example of this. He wasn't afraid to say the hard truth to the Galatians. And why was that? Because he wasn't looking for their approval. He didn't feel pressure to act a certain way, talk a certain way, live a certain way for the sake of those around him. The only approval that mattered to Paul was God's. And because of Jesus, Paul knew that he already had the approval for eternity. So even though Paul knew that his words might be difficult and hard for the Galatians to hear, he still said them. And I just want to pause there and say this to you guys. Paul wasn't giving us the permission to say whatever you want, whenever you want to anyone at any time, just because you think it's right. Notice how Paul spoke to the Galatians. It wasn't rude or harsh or unkind. He was straightforward, but not without love. The only filter Paul used to judge his own life and words and actions was that of God's. He wasn't controlled by the opinions of others, and he didn't want us to be either. There's only one place where you ultimately need approval from. And you guys know what? You guys already have it. It's because of Jesus, you already have God's approval for who you are, just as you are. There's nothing you can do to earn it, to change it, or even lose it. You just have to live it. And that's the goal. The goal is to live from approval, not for approval. I know the middle school years are tough. You guys are under tremendous pressure, right, from your coaches, your teachers, parents, your small group leaders. You guys deal with a lot of things. But that's why the truth that Paul shares with us is so important. The goal is to live from approval, not for approval. And when you guys remember that, you're free from the pressure and the stress of trying to earn approval from anyone or anywhere else. So I want you guys to start asking yourself this. Who are the people you're looking for acceptance from? Who are you constantly performing for? Who are the people you feel like you need to change something about yourself for? Whose approval are you making it your ultimate goal? Think about what it would feel like to be completely free from these stresses. What would it take for you to feel the full freedom from living for their approval? Maybe you need to spend a little less time hanging out with that group of friends. Or maybe you need to stop trying out for that sport. Maybe you need to turn to the Bible and remind yourself what God says about you. Or maybe you need to talk to your small group leader and ask for guidance about how to change one part of your life. Whatever it is, my ask of you guys is to try to take one step away from the acceptance and praise of others so that you can take one step forward, living in the freedom that comes from God's approval. The goal is to live from approval, not for approval. As you guys head to small group, I want you guys to think about this question. What is one area of my life where I'm living for the approval of others? Let's pray. God, we thank you for today. We thank you for Paul's words that we are approved by you. We are loved by you. We just pray that you would impress that truth on our hearts and seal that over our lives. We thank you, we love you, and we pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. So you guys are dismissed for small group. If you guys are new, feel free to come to the front, meet some of the leaders, and we will be more than happy to guide you guys.